Hey everyone, today we're going to be taking a closer look at the Hinderer Halftrack. Now, there's a good chance you may have never seen or even heard of this one before. We do not see it come through very often at all. I think the last time I've personally seen it was about 5 years ago. So I am super stoked to have it back in. Way back in the day, it was originally a full titanium handle, but eventually it got that modern Hinderer treatment with that G10 scale you see on the front there. And of course, the industry's changed a lot in the last 5 years. So the blade steel is now going to be in CPM MagnaCut. That's a really cool upgrade. That blade is sub 3 inches, so nice compact size at about 2 3/4 of an inch. On that flipper, you can see that tri-way marking. So that means that this pivot is in fact Hinderer's tri-way pivot. If you're unfamiliar with that, that means is you can actually use this with 3 different setups. From factory, it comes using bearings, but in here they actually give you phosphor bronze washers or nylon washers, depending on your preference, which is really cool. And if you are unfamiliar with Hinderer knives, I do want to point out a couple things that I think really show how committed they are to quality and delivering an excellent premium product. So we already talked about the adjustable pivot, which is awesome, but just below that, on that titanium frame lock, you can see that they do go through the effort of adding a hardened steel lock face insert, which will just give you a much better, more reliable, and kind of like non-sticky feel over time. It's just an extra step that shows that they put in the effort, and I love that. You also have, it's kind of hidden underneath this clip here, but they have a over travel stop. So you don't have to worry about pushing that titanium frame over too far and maybe messing up your lockup, because that over travel stop stops you from over traveling. I already mentioned that clip, but that is titanium. If I flip it onto the spine, you can also see some more titanium with those barrel spacers. And like I said at the beginning of the video, this does have this G10 scale, which is replaceable. That's a really cool thing about Hinderer knives. They make all kinds of different hardware replacements. You know, you can swap out different anodized hardware, different scale colors, different materials, you name it. Pretty modular. And so if you like to customize your stuff, Hinderer makes it really, really easy. Now, I want to go ahead and bring in some size comparisons just in case you've never held a Halftrack, because like I said, a lot of people probably haven't. So here is a XM18 3-inch. You can see even that is bigger than the Halftrack here. And bringing in the more standard 3.5, you can see it is quite a bit different in size. I think the best size comparison I could give you is going to be a Benchmade mini grip Tillion. The mini grip was my first like high-end knife back in the day. I still have it. Personally, I love the size of it, and the Halftrack is dang near identical in overall length, functional grip area, and cutting edge. So that's really cool. And then lastly, I do want to bring in a scale to show you the weight, because it is a little bit smaller, but it's still got some heft to it. Because it's, yeah, right above 4 ounces. From Hinderer's site, I saw their description of this was for users who want a more compact knife with zero compromise on strength. And I gotta say, that is the perfect way to describe this one, in my opinion. You're still getting that incredibly robust build that you get from Hinderer, but in a much more EDC friendly size and something more compact that will definitely take up less space in your pocket. So I'd love to know your thoughts on the Halftrack here. So be sure to follow those links in the description box below the video. They'll take you on over to gpknives.com where you can read more about this or pick up one for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and stay sharp.